Okay, this is going to be a disaster, but let's just power through it. All right, hello there. I'm Chachi Sanchez, the VR Citizen, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get your MetaQuest headsets up and running with Star Citizen and VR. As I only have access to a Quest 3, this will be a general guide going over what I can with this headset, but all Quest 3S, Quest 2, and Quest users should have similar methodology. With that being said, if you have any questions or issues that I didn't cover, go join the Verse Discord, where we have troubleshooting channels for any type of problem that you might encounter. I can only do so much Voodoo by myself and with the headsets I have access to, and that's where you come in to help. The more people that join the Discord, the more headsets we have information for, and the more help everybody can give and get over there. Reminder that CIG devs are reading your thoughts and opinions to help make VR Citizen the best VR game in the galaxy. So be sure to check the description down below for the link to the Discord. Hit the verify button once you get there. Grab your headset from the roles channel to be able to ping others to get specific help that you need, and enjoy being a part of the fastest growing community in Star Citizen. If you like VR Star Citizen, the Verse is the place to be. Thank you all for the voodoo that you do to help me out over there. With that being said, let's get on to the MetaQuest Quick Guide for VR Citizens. There are many different connection types and methods with each type. After going through all the data on the Discord and my personal experiences over the past 2 days trying to actually make this stupid tutorial, all of them suck except Virtual Desktop. Meta Horizon Link is the desktop app that used to be the Oculus software. Then it turned into the Oculus Home. Now it is the center point of Meta's solution to connecting to a PC. Their solution sucks. They would and have rather spend billions of dollars making a failed, worse version of VR chat than spend a penny fixing the way their headsets connect to a PC with their own software, because they would rather you never touch a PC at all and just sit on the couch and scroll through Facebook with their headsets. Since this is the world we live in, we just gotta make do with what we got. And what you need to get is Virtual Desktop. All of the problems and issues and jank melt away, and all the users on the Discord agree that if you don't want any pain and suffering, just get Virtual Desktop. They are all saying they are having flawless performance once they bite the bullet and actually pay and buy the Virtual Desktop app. Having said all of that, I will try to show you the default methods Meta wants you to use to connect to a PC in this tutorial, as this is a comprehensive guide, but for all of those wanting to actually get up and running quickly, skip ahead to the Virtual Desktop part of the tutorial. For those wanting this information, here it is now. Let's get on to the Meta Horizon linked software connection methods. USB link cable, Meta Horizon Link desktop app. The first type of connection we are going to set up is a wired connection with a link cable. Be sure that you are using a good quality link cable, as cheaper ones tend not to have the data throughput that you need to effectively play VR. If you plan on playing for long duration sessions, then I would suggest having one that has an inline power port so that you can charge while you play. Make sure that you are plugged into a USB 3.0 port on your gaming PC, and then launch the Meta Horizon Link app on the desktop. So launch this app, make sure it's up and running, and then you're going to want to connect your headset like so, if you have not already. Once you have connected everything, if you don't have the MetaQuest link set as the default OpenXR runtime, click this button up here on the blue banner, scroll all the way down, and then set Meta Horizon Link as Open Default Runtime. Okay, now that we have set the OpenXR default runtime, we need to go to the Oculus Debug tool settings. So, those can be found here in Local Disk, Program Files, Oculus, Support, Oculus Diagnostics, and Debug Tool. Once you open this up, you're going to want to go down to the Asynchronous Space Warp. Make sure it is set to Disabled. Then come down to the encode bitrate, Mbps, and then enter 900 in the field here. Once you have entered all of this information into the debug tool, be prepared to do all of them all over again every time you play, as these settings do not persist between sessions. Thank you so much, Meta, for making such a great software for us all. I remind everybody now to skip ahead and buy Virtual Desktop and save yourself the trouble for what comes next. Once you have the cable connected to the PC, the Meta Horizon Link software running, set as the default OpenXR runtime, have turned off asynchronous space warp, have corrected the settings in the debug tool, it is now it is time to connect your PC to your headset and launch into Star Citizen through the Meta Horizon Linked software. Let us head over there now and do the rest of this. Basically, you're going to want to come to the quick settings menu, and you should have the link menu shown here. Make sure PC is connected. Make sure PC is selected, and then hit launch. Of course, it's just slightly to the left. Not sure what's up with that, but here we are. Now we have connected to the computer in the Meta software. Go to the desktop, and indeed, we should be up and running and connected. Let us go ahead and launch Star Citizen. Everything should just work nice from here. All right, it seems to be loading. Oh, well, all right then. That does seem to be working then. Okay, cool. Now you are in Star Citizen. You can set it all up as you need for the Quest 3. Again, this is just a getting connected, not a performance tips and tricks guide. We'll see if we can compile one of those with your help over on the Discord later. Alright, so just to make sure all of this works, just launch into a Hornet in Arena Commander, and sure enough, yeah, things seem to be working. I need to fix my sound and whatnot, but I believe that'd be a Windows issue. All right, and that is the wired connection guide to using the Meta Horizon Link software to play Star Citizen in VR. Let us go to the Steam VR wired connection and see if that works. Okay, the next type of connection is going to be using Steam VR as the OpenXR runtime with a link cable. We use all of the previous steps listed above, except we go into Steam VR and set it as the default OpenXR runtime instead of the Meta software. This will allow you to run Steam VR for whatever reasons that you might need, as some prefer one VR runtime over the other. Once Steam is ready, just launch Star Citizen and everything should work just like it did before. Remember to check your debug tool settings as these get reset in between sessions. As always, hop into Arena Commander to make sure that everything is working properly. Okay, so. Alright, so first just launch Steam VR and set it to the default OpenXR runtime. You're gonna want to go to Menus, Settings, OpenXR, set as OpenXR runtime. Boom, done. Exit out of that, exit out of that. Same steps as before. Run the Meta software, connect it to the PC, then launch Steam VR, then launch Star Citizen. Let's go. All right, so now that we have Steam set as the default OpenXR runtime, same steps as last time, launch. All right. Desktop. Minus that. Steam VR. All right. Left controller menu to open Steam VR. Desktop. Move that over there. RSI launcher. Launch into game. And now you are connected with the link cable through the Meta Horizon software, running Steam VR as the OpenXR runtime. If you wanted to do this, go for it. However, buyer beware. And as you can see inside the headset, it's a mess. You're gonna have to dial this in yourself, but as you can see, this is doable. Maybe the resolution sliders, I'm not exactly sure, but here it is, working. All right, now it is time to test the wireless connections using the Meta Horizon Link software. So let's connect to the Wi-Fi, shall we? Wireless connection using Meta Horizon Link desktop app. As with all things wireless, having the fastest type of connection possible and having the clearest connection capable is going to be optimal for playing VR anything, let alone Star Citizen. Try having the latest Wi-Fi that you can and having the router in the same room that you are playing VR in. So, connect your Wi-Fi in your headset. Once that's done, connect to the Meta Horizon Link desktop app again, but this time with Wi-Fi, and then same steps as before. Check the Meta Horizon is the default open XR runtime, and then launch into Star Citizen, run Arena Commander, and make sure it all works. So, let's go do that right now.
2 hours later.
All right, recording. We go to link, not connected. Use Wi-Fi, available PCs. Go to VR Citizen, pair. There we go. Now we got a code, but of course it's not working. And of course this is just garbage. All right, so moving on to virtual desktop. All right, record video. Freaking wasted 2 days trying to show you the default methods that Meta has provided us as solutions to getting connected to a PC. And I am now going to spend 30 seconds to do the same exact thing with virtual desktop. Download from the link shown here, connect to your account, connect to desktop, boom, we're already in. Look at that. Set Steam VR as the OpenXR runtime, launch Star Citizen. All right, and here we are at the main menu. This works in wireless, it works wired. This is what you should be using to connect. It's just so much better, quicker, and easier than anything that Meta will actually provide to you. So, like always, hop into Arena Commander, offline, free flight, slap into Jericho or Korea, load into the verse and test and make sure all of your keybinds and stuff work perfectly. But if you for some reason have to use the Meta software because you do not want to pay for virtual desktop, well, I have shown you how. If you really want good performance and a lot less hassle whenever you play Star Citizen in VR, if it were me, yeah, this is like butter smooth. You're gonna want virtual desktop. Just get virtual desktop. All right, so there's Jericho, and I guess that is it for the tutorial. I'm gonna try to compile a best tips, tricks, and performance guide for the Meta Quest using your help on the Discord. But yeah, like, I tried really hard, you guys. For 2 days I've been making this tutorial, and it's just, and even I gave up. I couldn't even film connecting with Wi-Fi, and I didn't even try the other methods. So just get virtual desktop, connect it instantly in 30 seconds, and then just be done and be playing VR Citizen literally as buttery smooth as you can imagine. This is actually, it's way better than, of course, the Meta Link, so why would I expect any different? All right, that's all for this tutorial. I gotta actually edit and compile this because this is taking way longer than I thought it would. Thank you for watching all of my videos. Thank you for doing the voodoo that you do, liking, subscribing, commenting, and keeping me at the top of the algorithm. Now, with that being said, stay safe, fly right. I'm Chachi Sanchez. Y'all have a good night. Oh, what a nightmare. Just get virtual desktop.